Tuscaloosa to frenzy.
It's caught. It's caught by Isaiah Bond.
We talked about Alabama.
Reaches the college cut for the first time.
Heisman Memorial Trophy.
First soccer championship in sport. Alabama is still Alabama.
Happy holidays and roll tide, everyone. I'm Roger Hoover, joined by Kinsey Hughes. Kinsey, I hope you had a great Christmas.
I had a spectacular Christmas, Roger, and a Happy New Year to you as we're getting ready to get this one going. It's hard to believe it, but the college football season has flown by, and what a fun one it's been for the Crimson Tide.
It really has been. Once thought to be on the outside looking in, the Crimson Tide finished the season with a perfect 8-0 SEC record, winners of 11 straight, and Bama's in the college football playoffs once again.
That last part's the important part. Along with this one, the SEC champion Crimson Tide and Big Ten champs Michigan will face off in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
For a preview of that matchup between the Crimson Tide and the Wolverines, our Christopher England joins us now. Christopher?
The two winningest programs in college football history will square off when fourth-ranked Alabama takes on #1 Michigan for the college football playoff in what is called the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. Michigan has the most all-time wins with 1,002, with the Crimson Tide second at 965. However, Michigan has played 47 more games than Alabama, and the Crimson Tide are actually tied with Ohio State with the highest win percentage in college football history at 734.
This will be the second #1 team in a row the Crimson Tide has faced. Alabama snapped Georgia's 29-game win streak as the Tide defeated the #1 Bulldogs in the SEC championship game in Atlanta, 27-24. The last time Alabama played in Pasadena, the Crimson Tide captured their 13th national championship and first under Coach Saban with a 37-21 win over Texas. Coach Saban is 8-2 against #1 teams as head coach of the Crimson Tide, and with a win over the Michigan Wolverines in the Rose Bowl, the Crimson Tide will become the first team in college football history to defeat two #1 teams in the same season. This will be the sixth meeting between Alabama and Michigan on the gridiron. The Crimson Tide on a 3-2 series lead over the Wolverines with all but one played in bowl games. That one regular season matchup was back in 2012 when second-ranked Alabama opened the season at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington with a dominating 41-14 win over #8 Michigan. The last matchup between these two schools happened at the end of the 2019 season in the Citrus Bowl. The Crimson Tide once again dominated the Wolverines by a score of 35-16. As head coach of the Crimson Tide, Coach Saban is a perfect 2-0 against the Wolverines, while Jim Harbaugh is 0-1 as head coach of the Wolverines against the Crimson Tide. #1 Michigan enters the college football playoff with a perfect 13-0 record and won their third straight Big Ten championship with a 26-0 victory over 18th-ranked Iowa. In addition to that win over the Hawkeyes, the Wolverines have two other ranked wins. Michigan defeated 9th-ranked Penn State 24-15 in Week 10, and then defeated #2 Ohio State 30-24 in the last week of the regular season. Michigan's strength this season has been their defense. The Wolverines have the top scoring defense in all of college football, allowing just over 9 points per game. That's half of what the Crimson Tide allow at 18 points per game. Michigan is also second in total defense, giving up just 239 yards per game. Michigan is fifth in the nation in rush defense, allowing just 87 yards per game, and have been even better against the pass, ranking second nationally at just 152 yards per game. And inside the 20, the Wolverines' D has been stingy as they rank third in the nation in red zone defense, allowing opponents to score just 71% of the time, and are first with just 15 red zone scores. Michigan also has one of the top scoring offenses in the country, as the Wolverines are 14th in scoring offense, averaging over 36 points per game, just a little over a point per game more than the Crimson Tide. J.J. McCarthy leads the Michigan offense as he's thrown for 2,630 yards on the year with 19 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions. 3 of those picks came in one game against Bowling Green, but McCarthy's numbers have taken a dip in the last few games. McCarthy has thrown just 1 touchdown pass in his last 5 games combined, and in the last 4, he's averaging just 124 yards through the air. Blake Corum is the Big Ten's leading rusher with 1,028 yards. Corum also leads the NCAA with 24 rushing touchdowns. And with one more score on the ground, Corum will become Michigan's all-time leader in rushing touchdowns. One advantage for the Wolverines is penalties. Michigan has the second fewest penalties in all of college football, averaging less than 3 per game, and lead the nation in penalty yards at just 26 per game. Another huge advantage for Michigan is in turnovers. Wolverines are second in the nation in turnover margin at plus 17, while Alabama is 20th at plus 8. Michigan is also tied for first with 5 defensive touchdowns.
A win over Michigan, and Alabama will be back in the national championship, facing the winner of the Sugar Bowl, undefeated Washington, or a rematch with the Texas Longhorns. Kickoff in Pasadena is set for 4 Central here in Alabama on New Year's Day. The game will be broadcast on ESPN. Stay with us. We'll have more Tide TV this week coming up next.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought the crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
The sellout crowd at Coleman Coliseum was not disappointed. What an unbelievable matchup.
Wow. All the work they've been putting in.
An absolute great competitor. Just beautiful to watch from start to finish.
I am blown away.
Practice is paying off, and she knows it. The 10s were contagious tonight. It's going to be a big number.
And sticks that landing.
Beautiful landing. Oh, my God.
What a moment for the Crimson Tide.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. Just as we previewed Alabama's college football playoff matchup against #1 Michigan in the Rose Bowl, the Crimson Tide got to the playoffs with the help of some big performances down the stretch.
That they did, and one of those came in the Iron Bowl on one of the craziest, most unbelievable plays in Crimson Tide history. Let's take an all-access look as the Tide defied the odds and converted on 4th and 31.
4th and goal from the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Milrose stands in, lets everybody get downfield. Still standing.
Firing. Near corner.
You know what it's like when Bama goes into Jordan-Hare Stadium in November.
With rivalry weekend in general, you kind of just delete logic as a whole from the thought process, but anytime you got Alabama playing Auburn, weird things happen.
Hey! Fast! Free! Feeling!
Roydell Williams is the guy that got him there, and he's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. With the ball. Plowing ahead and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Little toss to Johnson, and Javarius Johnson takes it in for the touchdown.
And it's a fired-up crowd now and a fired-up Auburn Tiger team.
Milroe looks long, trying to find a man behind the defense. It's caught, and here goes Jermaine Burton all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
He's going to let it fly. Down at the goal line, intercepted right at the goal line by Terry and Arnold. Alabama by 3 at halftime, and Alabama will bring it out to the 25-yard line to start the third quarter. Fires to the corner, incomplete, intended for Bond.
Kick is up and good. Here's Auburn now looking with a wide open receiver. They lost him, and Javarius Johnson with another touchdown for the Auburn Tigers.
That should bring our quarter to a close. Believe. Auburn fans do. Alabama fans are hoping that's not the case, or it could be a spoiled season. The offense for Auburn at the Alabama 36 to start the fourth quarter. And Ashford, it's a run all the way to the left side, trying to get wide, and blown up by...
Yeah, the leading tackler, Caleb Downs, the true freshman.
And Thorne inside the 20, the 10. First and goal, Auburn. To give the Tigers a 4-point lead. It's up, it's good. Auburn leads 24-20. That means punting time for James Burnham.
Fair catch being made, and it's loose. It's picked up by Alabama. It's down the near side, and they call the play dead.
And they're going to toss it to Williams. Rodell Williams has got a first down. And a bad snap, or Milroe wasn't ready for it. He goes way down at the 26-yard line. Milroe dancing around, pointing to his receivers. Now he's got to run unless he backpedals behind the line. He might have gotten there, and the throw is broken up, incomplete.
The quarterback went beyond the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, offense number 4. The play was 5 yards from the previous spot with the loss of down. Alabama has elected to use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. Fourth down.
Here we go. Fourth and goal.
Might only be a two-man rush this time.
That's all it is. But there's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking, firing. Near corner, it's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Isaiah Bond on a 4th and a mile.
We always keep thinking we've seen it all, and we never have we?
Hey, you a guy, baby. You a guy. Hey.
Active hands again. Sarah Ashley Barker can't be stopped.
You gotta love to see it, the energy. The game is out of reach, but it's not out of reach for Sarah Ashley Barker as she's able to get into the passing lane.
Legacies rise from purpose. They're developed through passion, determination, and the power to follow through. This is where ambition meets opportunity. What happens next is up to you. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. The final hurdle that the Crimson Tide needed to overcome to make the college football playoffs was #1 ranked Georgia. The Bulldogs had an NCAA best 29-game win streak and had won back-to-back national champions.
Alabama was the last team to defeat Georgia heading into the matchup, and that was an SEC championship win over the Bulldogs back in 2021. Crimson Tide would spoil the Bulldogs' perfect season once again as Coach Saban and the Tide claimed their 30th SEC championship. That is now 16 more than any other SEC school.
I like the sound of that, and let's take an all-access look at Alabama's SEC championship victory.
This is our second home, bro. B-side 4-3, 1, 2, 3. B-side party.
Kendall Milton, little hesitation, and then explosion. Touchdown, Georgia. Will Reichard will try from 43 yards away to become the all-time leading scorer in college football history. He's got it.
Stuck it in.
Milroe again, a wide snap. He's got a wheel route to Jam Miller. Touchdown, Alabama.
Let's go. Who he is?
Kendall Milton, nothing doing that time. Nice job by Deontay Lawson. Tripped up for a loss, the same guy. Here comes the heat, down he goes. They get to him, and it's Dallas Turner. On the way. It hit the right upright and came out. Blitz on the way. Milroe lobs it far side. Bond, did he get it?
He did.
He did. Milroe scans the field to the end zone, and it's caught. Jermaine Burton, touchdown Alabama. And against his old teammates from Georgia. The Alabama fans are elated.
Let's keep on. We ain't done yet. Let's keep on. We ain't done yet. Let's keep on.
It's a pitch. Edwards. Great penetration by Alabama, and they stop it to the end zone. Not quite. Bowers has it tipped away by the guy that just came in for Kool-Aid. They're going to come with the end around, and the ball is out. I think Georgia, no, Alabama's got it. Tresman Marshall. On the run, on the catch. A nice return. Quarterback sneak, touchdown.
Go fast, and with the extra point, it's a three-point game.
In trouble, a shovel pass to Bond again. And a first down. Gonna lob this one over to Bond again. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown. Roydell Williams.
And the white flag has been waved from the Georgia sideline. And what do you say, folks? Let's get out of here. Bama, a winner over the Georgia Bulldogs, claiming the SEC title for the 30th time in school history.
The Crimson Tide, the last team to beat Georgia 728 days ago, is going to do it again.
And the MVP for the 2023 SEC Championship is Jalen Milroe.
This is a great team, and I've never been prouder of a group of guys than these guys in terms of what they accomplished tonight. They showed today and proved that they can win against anybody.
It's my privilege to present the 2023 SEC Football Championship Trophy to Coach Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Let's hear it one more time for your 2023 SEC champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
The sellout crowd at Coleman Coliseum was not disappointed. What an unbelievable matchup.
Wow. All the work they've been putting in.
Absolutely great competitor. Just beautiful to watch from start to finish.
I am blown away.
Practice is paying off, and she knows it.
The 10s were contagious tonight.
It's going to be a big number.
And sticks that landing.
Beautiful landing. Oh my God.
What a moment for the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought that crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
Welcome back to the Crimson Tide Production Studio inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. She's Kenzie Hughes, I'm Roger Hoover, and this is another festive edition of Tide TV This Week.
Festive, and we've got some dogs actually in the back. That was live audio because it's that time of year. It's hard to believe, but this is our final episode of 2023, and that means it's time for our favorite images of the year.
There have been a lot of great moments for the Crimson Tide this past year. Let's take a look at some of our favorites and our images of the year. It's brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
This is a great team, and I've never been prouder of a group of guys than these guys in terms of what they accomplished tonight. They showed today and proved that they can win against anybody.
I've read this thing about give me all the feelings, give me anger, give me upset, give me happy, give me sad, give me all the feelings. That's what she wants.
So we're not losing this game because we didn't play hard enough to win it. and our guys came out and played hard.
There's nowhere else like it. It's a family. It's tradition.
You're allowed to have fun as long as you believe in yourself and you have that support system around you that you've always had. Like, everything will be okay.
4th and goal from the 31-yard line. There's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking, firing, near corner.
Play the song for the champions of the Southeastern Conference. It's a 10 for Luisa Blanco. We've got ourselves a competition. The sellout crowd was not disappointed. SEC champions once again.
Bryce Young, Will Anderson Jr.,
Brandon Miller, Noah Clowney from the University of Alabama.
Ball game over. Super Regional over. And the Crimson Tide will ride this season's wave all the way to the World Series.
And for the first time since 2010, the Alabama Crimson Tide is an NCAA Region Tournament champion.
3rd Saturday in October. Let's do it.
Stands in. The ball is not free. It's picked up by Alabama. And rumbling in for the touchdown is the Crimson Tide's Jihad Campbell.
Here today as we introduce Rob as the next head coach of Alabama baseball.
This program has laid the foundation. Now it's time for us to knock down the gates of Omaha. And we're going to do that here real soon. So thank you. And I've been waiting to say this all day, but roll Tide.
The amateur double. The U.S. Amateur champion at Cherry Hills.
Ball back post is in! Alabama do it again! They pulled ahead in the last 5 minutes!
Alabama Crimson Tide.
In Tuscaloosa, this college football royalty crowd.
4th and goal from the 31-yard line. But there's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking, firing, near corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Isaiah Bond on a 4th and a mile. The craziest, most unbelievable final 40 seconds of football that maybe you'll ever see unless you've been to the Iron Bowl before.
They told me that this game is personal.
But when these two teams, these two programs get together, it's bigger than that.
You gotta take it home, bro.
In trouble, a shovel pass to Bond again. They're going to come with the end around, and the ball is out. Emma's got it. Trezman motion.
And the white flag has been waved from the Georgia sideline. And what do you say, folks? Let's get out of here. Bama, a winner over the Georgia Bulldogs, claiming the SEC title.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought the crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
We hope that you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and hey, a Happy New Year too.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Join us next week for a recap of the Rose Bowl and hopefully a preview of the National Championship.
That's what I like to hear, Roger. We'll see you next week. Happy New Year, and roll Tide.
Roll Tide!
This has been a presentation from Learfield,